Southside blue, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
It's third down and 12. Watch 24. Yo, 80. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Red 80. Switch. Check 99. Check 99. Shoot.
Throwing here on third down. Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
We got this.
At their own 23-yard line.
That's it. 180. Check, check. 47. Got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Both up, 180. 180. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On second down, it's Tucker. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold. And he will find his man on the outside. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
He's checking. Crash. Check 13. Check 13. Oh, 80.
A first down throw, Darnold. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Outside. 93 is the mic. On the Army. Pick the edge. Hey, 80. Check. He's crashing. Here we go.
Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Darnold.
It is
got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days.
I'll try to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. After the interception, here's Darnold. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
6 guys, check 6 guys. Joker, 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 joker. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the young lady. Check, check, check. The red 80 under pressure. Untouched.
Darnold from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time. And you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
At the 15-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Newton to throw. That's complete to Robinson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready? 180. March 47. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go.
Now a first down throw for Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear. Adrian Amos.
Okay, don't throw this way.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Situation. Let's go.
Now Darnold. And he'll go down. The Bears get there there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Third and long, it's Darnold. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return is Cohen. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Folks to the set. Set, ready? Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 20. That's right. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. 6 yards is the pick. And that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 780. Let's go, D. Gun, gun, gun. Kill, kill, kill.
Now Newton. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground field goal range. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Check. Check. Hot route. Hot, hot. Kill.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 2-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Get that ball. Get the lady. Kill. Watch twitch. Lady. Twitch.
After the run, now Darnold to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on. That one, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. They find some open field here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Back to throw, Newton. And he floated one out there, incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this. Much more like lead.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check, 93 is the mic, 93 is the mic. Get this work. Man, nickel.
Faking the give, Darnold. Going up top. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
On the default. Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
93 is the mic, 93 is the mic. Switch. Check. Man, 80. Check. Man, 80. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch the safety creep. Reset.
Darnold now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here comes Cohen. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Now Martinez on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he slides to avoid the hit. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
To throw is Martinez. Off play action. And this one's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Martinez operating from the gun. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 1st down, a run with Cohen. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw on 2nd down, Martinez. Robinson's got it.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as the Bears push further out in front. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Check 43. Check 31. Check 31.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Now, I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Check 24. Check 24. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. This complete to Jones. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
You ain't got nothing. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Jim, young lady. Jim.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try to counter here. Cohen. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. 10 Tucson. Check back, check back. Twist. No. 80 weapon. What happened?
Here's Martinez to throw on 2nd down. This one into the hands of Burton. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back now at Lambeau. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Bears on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Martinez. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as the Bears push further out in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
To throw is Darnold. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 1st down, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. The Packers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To the air again, Darnold. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. He's got daylight. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. He goes 105 yards on the kick return as the Bears push further out in front. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Off of play action, Darnold trying to lay one up deep. This is caught, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Here's Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 88 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counter.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. On second down now, it's Tucker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, first and 10. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. On first down, Tucker. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going. And now here is another interception. It's Ha-Ha Clinton Dix with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 38 yards on the scamper there.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That is caught by Cohen. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll sink now to 0-4, and they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.